Hello, let's solve for the value of x. You're welcome to my channel. Now, first of all, let us divide both sides of this equation by 5, okay? So let's divide both sides by 5. So if we do that, we'll have 3 to the power of x multiplied by 5 to the power of x to the power of 2 divided by 5 is equal to 15 divided by 5, okay? So if we solve this, we have 3 to the power of x multiplied by 5 to the power of x to the power of 2 divided by 5 is equal to, when 5 divides this, we have 3, is equal to 3, okay? Now let's divide both sides by 3 to the power of x. So if we do that, we have 3 to the power of x multiplied by 5 to the power of x to the power of 2 divided by 3 to the power of x multiplied by 5 is equal to 3 divided by 3 to the power of x. Now 3 to the power of x, we divide this and we are left with 5 to the power of x to the power of 2 divided by 5 is equal to 3 divided by 3 to the power of x. Now recall that 1 over x is equal to x to the power of minus 1. Okay, so that means that this is same thing as 5 to the power of x to the power of 2 multiplied by 5 to the power of minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power of 1, because this is same thing as 3 to the power of 1 multiplied by 3 to the power of minus x. Alright, now recall that a to the power of m multiplied by a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m plus n. So that means that we can solve this as 5 to the power of x to the power of 2 minus 1 is equal to 3 to the power of 1 minus x. Now, because the power is a variable, to get the value of our x, we must introduce log to both sides of the equation, okay? So let's introduce log. Introduce log to both sides. So we have log 5 to the power of x to the power of 2 minus 1 is equal to log 3 to the power of 1 minus x. Alright, now we continue. When you have log a raised to the power of b is actually equal to b multiplied by log a. So that means that this can be written as x squared minus 1 multiplied by log 5 is equal to 1 minus x multiplied by log 3. Now let us divide both sides by log 5. If we do that, we have x to the power of 2 minus 1 log 5 divided by log 5 is equal to 1 minus x log 3 divided by log 5. So log 5, we'll divide this, we have 1. 1 times this will give us x to the power of 2 minus 1 is equal to 1 minus x multiplied by log 3 divided by log 5. Alright, now note that log a divided by log b, according to the change of base, is equal to log a base b. So we can write this as x to the power of 2 minus 1 is equal to 1 minus x log 3 base 5. Alright, now we can write this as x to the power of 2 minus 1 is equal to minus 1 bracket x minus 1 log 3 base 5. Because minus 1 times x will give us minus x, and minus 1 times minus 1 will give us plus 1. So we have not changed anything. Now let us transfer this to this side. If we do that, we have x squared minus 1 plus 1 bracket x minus 1 log 3 base 5 is equal to 0. So we can write this as x squared minus 1 plus x minus 1 log 3 base 5 is equal to 0. Now, I want you to note that we can express this as difference of two squares, right? So we can actually write this as x to the power of 2 minus 1 to the power of 2 plus x minus 1 log 3 base 5 is equal to 0. Please give us a thumbs up if you like what we are doing, okay? And click the subscription button, turn on your notification bell if this is the first time you are seeing this amazing channel. Thank you very much. So now we continue. This is our last equation. We got that x squared minus 1 squared plus x minus 1 log 3 base 5 is equal to 0. Now recall that a squared minus b squared is equal to a minus b multiplied by a plus b. So we can write this as x minus 1 multiplied by x plus 1, alright? Then plus x minus 1 log 3 base 5 is equal to 0. So you can see that we have x minus 1 here and x minus 1 here. So let's factorize x minus 1. Now when this divides this, we have this x plus 1 plus when this divides this, we have this log 3 base 5 is equal to 0. Now remember that a multiplied by b equals 0, then is either a is equal to 0 or b is equal to 0. So that means that from here we can say x minus 1 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 plus log 3 base 5 is equal to 0. Alright, now we continue. So the first value of x is so obvious. So the first value of x is equal to 1. Now to the second value of x, because we want to get the value of x, let's shift everything to the other side, leaving x alone. So we can write x is equal to plus 1 we cross to become minus 1, and plus log 3 base 5 we cross to become minus log 3 base 5. Okay, now recall that log a base a is equal to 1. Okay, so this implies that log 5 base 5 is equal to 1. Now we can see that x is equal to minus, let me replace 1 with log 5 base 5, okay, minus log 3 base 5. So we have x is equal to, let's factorize minus, this will now be log 5 base 5 plus log 3 base 5. Okay? Now, we can see that, remember that log A plus log B is equal to log A multiplied by B. So, it means that we can write this as x is equal to minus log, this is 5 times 3, which is 15, and they have the same base as base 5, okay? This one, since the base is not specified, means this is base 10, this is base 10, so the answer is also in base 10. So your answer should also be in the same base with the normal base they have. So this is the second value of x. Therefore, our x1 is equal to 1, and another value of x is minus log 15 base 5. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.